all over the news, and Laura asked it, so we might as well talk about it. The Gorilla Glue. The
Yeah,
lady that sprayed the Gorilla Glue in her hair because she thought that it was multi-use, that it would be okay to put in her hair instead of using hairspray. So you saw the story, didn't you?
No. So what I saw was the photoshopped Gorilla Glue bottle that has beard oil on the bottom. That was making the rounds everywhere. I did not know where it came from.
Oh, yeah. So there was a TikTok girl, and I don't know how many followers or whatever, but she ended up and I did this story on Talking Beards that Scott and the boys sent it over. A woman put Gorilla Glue in her hair, and now she's going to try to sue the company over this. And it was to the point where actually Gorilla Glue, they came out and they said something on Twitter, and it was something like, I can't believe we actually have to say this, but don't put Gorilla Glue in your fucking hair. And I was like, wow, Gorilla Glue, like to the point of that. And, they did the right thing, and they just, it's like the internet does what they do. They're just going at it. The nurses in the hospital were trying to put some different stuff in her hair that actually like burned it, and they kept telling her to use like rubbing alcohol or something like that for the chemical breakdown. And I don't know if that didn't work, but here's a quick little picture of that article. I don't want to play the video because
imagine the hold you could get for your mustache though.
Yeah.
So this is Tessica, and this was her in the hospital. She decided to use the spray adhesive Gorilla Glue.
So she wore it like a helmet. Like
she wore it, as her hairspray, and even said something about how she didn't have to touch it for a while. Like it was a thing. It was a thing. And if anybody knows anything about Gorilla Glue and how bad it can be, that would be Sean Glander on the Big Sexy Saturday show on the Talking Beards Network. So Talking Beards, for anybody that doesn't know, when we're live on the Talking Beards Network right now, what's up, everybody? They do the Whiskerina style beards on every other Monday. Well, Sean was a contestant, and he was battling somebody, used Gorilla Glue to hold some stuff instead of a glue stick. And it held really good, didn't it, Sean? But unfortunately, just from breathing it in and stuff, he did end up in the ER and had to get some treatment from the Gorilla Glue. And he didn't put it even on him, but just from the smelling of it, the working with it, and having it in the beard that he constructed, it did put him in the ER. So they do say on there, do not put on your skin, your clothing, anything like that. But for whatever reason, it says right here, it says, our sprays of adhesive state in the warning label, do not swallow, do not get in eyes, on skin, or on clothing.
Whoa, that reminds me, you mentioned the Death Nut challenge. We did that on my channel. There's several of us, Death Nut 2.0. Yes. And one guy backed out in the last moment, and we had another guy who had just randomly bought it to like follow along, and he was like, can I do it with you guys? And he was actually a beard company owner. We're like, sure. His name was Alex. He like got to the last round. All of a sudden we see him like kind of panicking, gets off, and we're trying to like message him. I finally get a call back like 30 minutes later. He's like, I'm on the way to the ER right now. I can't breathe. My chest is like closing. My dad's a doctor and is telling me to go in right now. It was like for real. He had some like serious problems. Had to go see a doctor.
Wow. I remember that I was watching it. And I believe me and my girlfriend were in the studio hanging out. We had you on the big screen, and we were watching it, laughing at you guys. Like, look how much pain. And then we kept looking like, is that guy all right? He's not good.
And then from the beginning.
And it was like, oh no.
From the jump, he was hurt. Yeah. Like we're like, okay, we're getting there. Like we trained. We legit like did some hot stuff for weeks getting up to it. He just got it that day. And that was fine. He lived. He's alive. He's a human still.
He made it, but it was a scary moment for not only you, but even some people watching it. And just like it was with Sean, it was still vapors out for hours after it dries.
Wow,
so that's something. You know what I mean? Yeah, as he said, it did hold amazing, but it was those vapors and just everything that were locked in there. So it's definitely, and he wants to do, you know what I mean? He wants to do a Death Nut challenge. He did the one chip challenge after a beard competition. And
I've seen Aaron's, like I saw him do the chocolate one. I've seen him do most of them. No, the one chip is nothing. That was like a walk in the park. If you do Death Nut 2.0 and you have no problem, you're a monster. Like
I want to do it.
All right. So what we'll do is anybody that wants to. I know you already did, so we don't even ask you. You're a veteran. But Aaron from Talking Beards, Beard Gang Actual. I believe DJ Hunts from TikTok express some interest, and we're going to get some people, and we'll either do it live on the Thursday show on the Talking Beards Network if he wants. But the problem is he works nights, so we might have to do a different, like a Saturday special or something. You know what I mean? When he's got it off, because he's not going to be able to eat this and go to work. Like, that's just a bad idea. I feel bad for the porta potty and everybody involved. So he'll probably melt the porta potty, and he would definitely not need a poop knife.
If you need a commentator and an MC, I'll rock the mic.
All right, you guys heard it here first. We will do I'll let Aaron pick the day. We'll either do a Saturday or a Sunday special. All right, and we will do the Death Nut Challenge. You guys buy your own Death Nut, because I don't want it, if somebody gets hurt, to come back on the Beard Laws. You guys buy it yourself. I'm not encouraging it, but I will put it on there. Yeah, we're gonna do a Sunday special.